What's up guys, how you all doing? We're going to do beekeeping inspection, first time this year, 2019. I have left them alone the whole winter alone. Since last video I posted, I have not opened them up at all because I have a new strategy. I believe leave the bees alone. If you open them up during the winter, disturb them, wake them up, they're going to eat more. They're gonna go to this whole new stage that I decided I'm not gonna mess with them whole winter alone because of that. And so let's see the results. I'm just happy not all of the bees died this year. Also, I'm changing the strategy what I'm doing with my beekeeping. This year I'm not gonna focus on producing as much honey as I can. What I will be focusing is producing as many beehives and nukes as I can. So I'm gonna be splitting my bees as much as I can so I don't buy any more bees. That way pretty much I'm staying sustainable beekeeper. That's my plan for this year, for a couple of years, and see how it goes. Hopefully I can expand to 100+ beehives in a couple of years. So let's see what happens this year. By the way, the main thing I want to do today, it's finally stable warm weather. We don't have crazy 12-degree cold nights anymore. It may be 27 one night, stays like 44. So I'm okay to go inside there, in my opinion, to check them out. And what I'm gonna do, not disturb the beehives that has really high activity. I'm going to check the beehives that don't have any activity outside of the beehive, and if it's a dead out, I have to pick them up so the bugs, all this other stuff, don't get into it and ruin all the comb. So this is my plan today. This side here was pretty much my biggest beehive. I only see 1 or 2 bees flying in there. So I'm gonna open it up, and if it's dead, I'll take everything out. By the way, I still love this beehive boxes, the plastic ones. They are amazing. They winterize, weathered really good. Let me go get my hive tool. So this beehive looks empty. There is some other bees flying in, checking to rub this beehive. Looks like anyways. I love this plastic, what do you call it? Plastic frames, because they're easy to take apart, and as you can see, they're not building up. I think the biggest mistake I have done is give them too many boxes too. But look at these plastic frames. This is why I want to pick up all this amazing comb so the bugs don't ruin them, and who knows what else, and mice of course. Look at that. Yep, I see some dead bees out there. Lots of honey over here, not on this side. And as you can see, the treatment is still there. They chewed it up halfway. Lots of honey. It was probably my strongest beehive, and I have noticed you can have lots of bees and it doesn't mean anything because the bees might die anyway. And I didn't even feed this beehive. It's pure honey. This is new packages, last year 2018 packages, and look at them, just a little bit of bees dead. Lots of honey on this side. Looks like they ate some of that, and who knows what happened. And I treated with a hub guard. Look at that, 3 times last year. Didn't work anyway, so pretty confusing what happened. I don't know what killed them. It was a really big beehive. Look how much honey out here, and I have no idea why and how they lost so much bees instantly. This is crystallized honey. You know what, I'm gonna get rid of this frame. That honey look rotten, but I'll go through it later. Lots of honey. I'm gonna use this honey to split bunch of bees. By the way, this is why I love this boxes, because it's such a very well insulated boxes. They don't have to purplize everything as much. They do between right here, but look, there is some dead bees. And again, I treat the bees with a hub guard. Still did not work. Probably mites got to them, who knows what. Could be many different things, but I'll tell you what, it's not because of the moisture. These beehive boxes are amazing, the plastic ones, and they keep the moisture out so well. I'm pretty mind blown. A lot of times people just blame the moisture killing their bees, they blame the bugs, the mites, but in reality, who knows what happened. This bottom frame looks so clean. I don't see any beetle larvae or anything. Lots of pollen stored in there. Pull the next one out. They did eat a lot of honey, but not all of it. This looks nice. Lots of pollen. I see dead bees on the bottom right there. Again, this is all empty. Lots of pollen. And there is little bit of dead bees. I'll pull the bottom part out and look for mites. You know, I see a lot of mites out here, like lots of mites. Look at that, ladybugs out there too. If you look at it closer, there is lots of mites. It's filled with mites. There is some debris, but those yellow dots, those are mites. And that looks like a lot of them. I treated them with HubGuard and it still didn't help, so whatever, who knows. Used to be my biggest beehive, now it's dead. I would assume dead by the mites, but I have no idea why there were so many mites. I treat them anyways and looks like it didn't do its job. Okay guys, next is styrofoam beehive. Let's see how this did. So HubGuard does not work for me that well, or unless there's something else happen. Again, this was very stone beehive going into the winter. First frame, lots of honey, pretty clean. Look at that. I think this is rubber bees are working on that. Who knows though. Let's take out a couple frames. Especially I'm interested in the middle. This one is pretty empty. Oh, nice. There's a HubGuard strip right here. Didn't work that well. Crystallized sugar or something in there. We can clean that out and freeze it next time I use it. Again, looks pretty clean. Don't see any small beetle hive or anything like that inside there. Used to be such a big beehive. Just keep going. This is pretty much middle. I do not even see the dead bees in here. Maybe they're not even dead, or they all died and fell down or flew away. Because they all dying, sometimes they pretty much fly away and die far away from a beehive. Doesn't look good. What most people blame the dead out beehive is for is mites. Look at that. This is full frame of pollen. Beautiful frame. That cow is mad about something. Again, none of the bees are stuck to the frame, so definitely did not starve to death or anything like that. And this is the leftover bees. Definitely I used to have way more than this dead bees out here. And if I look at them, they look pretty normal. Young bees. Don't see any deformed wings or anything. And I see, again, you can blame it for mites or whatever, but I really don't know why they died. And I don't want to just blame one thing for it. I thought this beehive will never gonna make it. It has bunch of queen problem. It probably requeened itself 2 times last summer. But let's see how they're doing. Check this out. This is the old treatment. HubGuard, exact same one, that's a proof, and only one of them because there's only 4 frame of bees. And this is my problem with that. This HubGuard actually do a good job, or is it just a coincidence and these are just better than the other one or whatever? Because why did this one survive and the other ones didn't? If the HubGuard was supposed to work so well. Look at these bees. Busy, the comb looks beautiful and orange. Looks like they just built this comb personally. And they're putting up some honey into it already. I'm not gonna disturb these bees very much. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick one more frame, and I'm gonna close them up, because that's what I believe now, that you don't want to mess with your bees too often. There's brood, there's eggs, and some of the brood already hatch out. Oh yeah, I see lots of fresh eggs and larvae in there, and lots of pollen right here. So this is what I'm saying. What have I done wrong with much stronger beehive? Why didn't it survive? And this much smaller beehive survived with only one box and barely no food. It's weird, isn't it, guys? Let me know in comments below. I'm gonna just leave this beehive alone. I'll close it up, and it does not even have that much honey stores compared to the other one, but now there's everything blooming out here. I'm not gonna feed them. There's not too much of a population out there. They can figure it out themselves. And even bigger question, look how successful this beehive is. They're going like to go to this hole than those bottom holes, and look how much pollen they're bringing in. It's awesome. So many bees, and this is a nuke, $2 nuke, and look how strong they are doing. I probably will have to come back and split them in maybe like 3 weeks and make a couple more nukes. But this nuke didn't survive, looks like. This is what I'm planning to do. I'm gonna try to split up a whole bunch of bees. Now the other question I have here, why did the other beehive survive and this didn't, when I split it from exactly the same beehive? And I did the exact same thing to both of the beehives. This side here, what tells me they are starved to death. They did not have enough stores. But yeah, there you go. You see all these bees died. This right here, what starvation looks like. Otherwise, if they didn't starve, this beehive probably would have been as strong as the other nuke. So I can just clean them out right here. And this right here molted. I could probably take this whole thing off. You see how there is lots of bees out here, really nice cluster, but no honey. But I'm so sold on these beehive boxes because I do not see any moisture in them at all. Yep, no stores at all. So this is what I'm gonna focus this year on. Make sure I split a lot of bees. And the number one thing, I'm gonna make sure that they have plenty of stores to overwinter, because this beehive would have been so stoned by now. This seems like they died. Look at these wooden beehives. I don't know what happened here, but look how much mildew right here. It's disgusting. This is why I really like those plastic beehives a bit more. Another dead out right here. I do not see mice problem though, at least this year. That's good. Look how much moisture problem on this one. That's why I do like plastic beehives. So guys, the only survival beehives I have, this one and a split. And a split doing this stone gust. Look how much they bring in the bunch of pollen. You know what? I'm gonna split this beehive many times this summer. I'm not gonna get any honey of this beehive, but I'm gonna repopulate and get a bunch of more bees. So is this one too. So we'll see what happens. Look at that, full of bees. You know what? I might give them a third house in a minute. Actually, they have plenty of space down here. One, so they're going to keep reproducing. I'm not too worried about that. There's still lots of space. Again, lots of bees. They have lots of spaces. There's at least like what, 5 to 7 frames. I'm gonna close them back up real quick. Don't want to disturb them too much. Boom, done. Wow, I'm gonna make way more nukes this year. if anything, much taller nukes. But you know what, in April I'm getting 10 more nukes, so we're gonna try this again. Hopefully the survival rate will be a lot higher, not only just 2 beehives out of about 15 out here. So yeah, that is really bad, but oh well. I'm just happy at least with 2 beehives alive. We'll see if we can do it sustainable beekeeping and just keep splitting them till they survive. Anyways guys, this is my result over winter in beehives. Thank you for watching. Let me know what do you think in comments below, and I'll see you next time.